I don't really know exactly what I want to say here, but I do want to mention that I believe 2017 is the year of honesty. I feel like everybody in the first like 2.25 months that we've had of 2017, it's been the most honest fucking year to date. We're all kind of in the phase, I think, where we are accepting who the president is in the US, obviously, and around the world too. We're all accepting things and looking at things like, okay, well, you know, I can resist this thing if I want to, but it is, at the end of the day, the reality is still there that, yes, Trump is president, guys. He is. It's like, this is not a video about that, but I'm just saying, like, I think, like, it feels like since he's been inaugurated, like, all that, like, it's been this moment, and now everybody's kind of just being really honest with how they feel. Feelings are important. Feelings are things that people think that they don't have, but they do. If, like, only people like Ted Bundy don't fucking have feelings, and he killed a lot of people, like, so don't be comparing yourself to those motherfuckers. It's one thing to be honest with other people, and to be honest about how you feel about a certain subject. And I do see more people interacting on a nicer basis, like people are being more respectful of others' opinions. They're kind of just, instead of getting into a whole big, huge drama, spit back, like, clap back kind of fight, people are kind of just acknowledging, okay, that person's crazy, I don't want to get into it with them, and then everything gets forgotten. That's a good thing. It's good to be, that's a very good thing, and I think that comes from our innate kind of honesty that we are feeling. We are not, right now, society right now is being the most honest it can possibly be. Everybody within their own camps now are starting to do things that I hoped they would do, but like last year, like calling out shitty behavior in their own camps. That's a good thing. Everybody is seeing shitty behavior happening. You're seeing like white people saying like, I hate all white people. That's a weird thing to say, dude. You're seeing ultra-conservative, God-fearing women calling black people ferals. That's a weird thing, don't do that! So in some respects, this honesty that we are all feeling and how we're portraying how we honestly feel, it can take turns for really, really shitty behavior too. And it's good to be acknowledging of that. My problem, what has always been my problem, is I expect the same level of honesty from everybody. I had too many expectations about things, and because I could only go on what I was observing and the feelings that I was getting, and it kind of all blew up in my face, and that really sucks, but, you know, everything I say is like a double entendre. I hate it. Like, I hate it. I hate it. That's me being honest. I hate that happens. I'm pleased with how things have been going. People are taking, you know, how the news is being portrayed, and everybody's going crazy about it. But I'm very pleased with how things have happened. Like, you know, the internet's now saying like, oh, old media is dying. And then like old media, you know, news is saying like, well, the internet's a bunch of jerks. It's like, guys, you know, you're both not going anywhere. The old media and the internet, they're both not going anywhere. Why not just kind of work together instead of fighting it out, you know? What are you doing, guys? There's ways for the internet and the mainstream media to cross over. And like I saw, like I didn't see it, but I saw on Twitter that, you know, Tucker Carlson was supposed to go on the Rubin Report, which is a very it's a very popular discussion show, but it's online mostly. That's a good way to cross over and to you know, talk about how one entity does another thing and how one entity can help the other one, you know? But you gotta have that honest kind of talk with one another. Like, honestly tell them, like, you're doing a good job. Like, it's not a bad thing to, like, compliment people and tell them, like, credit where credit is due. But also, if you are helping out people, you know, make sure to fucking tell them all the bad that happens too. That's an honest thing to do, to ask people, like, where am I fucking up? Where am I going wrong? Help me, you know? And that comes, I think, at the expense of being honest with yourself, which is sometimes a tall order for people. It's very difficult for some people, I guess all people at some points. It's just very difficult for them to ask them. Number one, it's very hard to ask somebody to take a look at themselves. But it's also difficult to just be sitting with yourself in a space and then have to assess everything you've done, choices you've made, and maybe looking at yourself and saying, no, maybe I don't have it all together, and maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm ever doing. But it's not something that you have to be in fear of, you know. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this or why I'm doing this, but something's telling me to make more videos and to be more honest with everybody and to not be this like cloistered kind of person, because that's kind of how I've been and how I've always been, and especially these days I just have nothing else right now. I only have myself, and it's like I was kind of forced to take that honest look at myself and see what I'm doing, and you know, I don't feel bad about it, but I also need to, you know, be better at it. I need to be better at this whole game thing, and like, you know, I can't tell you what the thing is you need to be better at. I don't know what that thing is for you. I just hope that, like, as we talk about this and as we chat about things going forward, like, you know, everybody will find their thing and find what they are desiring most in life, you know. For some people it's love, and other people it's wealth, and other people it's knowledge and expression, and, you know, I only see good things as we continue this honesty streak. You know, it can't be a bad thing. Just honest content. As honest as one can be. And the greatest thing is that people are starting to call out more and more. They're starting to see where people are being shady, and they're starting to call attention to it more. And even if it's not in any kind of malicious intent, people are starting to wake up and notice that, yeah, maybe we've been like lied to, or maybe somebody that I care about is lying to me and they don't care. And sometimes you just have to let people go. It sounds simple, and sometimes it can be. Other times it can be complex as fuck. So I do want to start making videos more, and I just want to, it's just like maybe little stories that I tell you, or just little expressions like this. Want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon patrons. You guys have been amazing for me. Like, I'm so overwhelmed by everybody here on this list that I'm showing you right now, and like I said, I do want to make more rewards for people as I'm doing more live stream gaming. Do some tiers where possibly, you know, I will read out something you request in a video, or I'll read something out, or watch a video during a live stream. You know, I want to get together some Patreon only, you know, chat sessions. It's all being figured out, and again, as always, you guys have bared with me for thousands of years, and I really, really appreciate it. So with that, I'm gonna go to work. Wow. And yeah, thank you for listening, and thanks for joining me, and take care, bitches.